what was wrong with him in the last game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Great play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up third down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. McDowell. Complete to right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
From the gun, McDowell. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Colts pick it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw. McDowell. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll run here with Mack, and he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, McDowell. He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. He'll find Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Murray off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On second down, Swift. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is an example of good defense here. He's got nobody open down the field, so he does the right thing and tries to check it down to his running back out of the backfield. But a lot of times, you just expect the safety valve to be open. And here, that's not the case, and it turns into an interception.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 52.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDowell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDowell. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Two right here. 52. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 4 down. 4 down. Bang, 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 bang.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Two minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right on 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Returning here is Wright. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Catch made here by Campbell. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. McDowell. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. McDowell. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. From the gun, McDowell. And he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, this from 53. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And this is caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Come on, QB, come on. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes, right side. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Here we go, G, get off the field. You go tight. You tight.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
58, right over there.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They'll run it with Matt.
Under 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Isabella. Touchdown, Jaguars. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here we go, D. Check safety, check safety.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McDowell. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try to run it with Mack. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure they scored the last time out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And the Jaguar first down.
Ready, ready. 70 ending. Gives it 15. Check back 15. Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
They go play action here on first down. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Murray again, 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Being chased out left. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, He might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. It's caught by Coleman. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. Murray has the first down and more. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check right, check right.
From the gun, McDowell trying to lay one up deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Flush to his right, and his throw is incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball running it, but not in that situation. I mean, I think we got an example of why NFL coaches really don't like their quarterback in the running game.
Because whether he keeps it or not, he's likely going to take a hit, isn't he?
No doubt about it. And defenses, they're looking to put that hit on quarterback.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Looking to throw. McDowell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McDowell, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the screen.
And the blitz does come. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jim. Hatch it. Hurry.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Good plays have them on the move on first down.
Go. Check. Crunch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw it, Murray. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on during the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Jacksonville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out in my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't like a maid with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Living up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wind. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. Check. Big grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Cummings, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Break. 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you. Check. Lucky. Fair. Shoot.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
3 bud. Watch twitch.
On 2nd down, Williams. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
18 Gator. 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get them home.
On first down, Dillon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And an alley to run. And And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got four. We got four.
Operating from the gun, Dillon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now, it's Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
On 3rd and 2, Dillon. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now,
taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light.
And coughed it up. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When you break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on 3rd down. Cummings. This caught by the tight end Cross.
We got this.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking to throw. Cummings. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
6-6. Pull it high. Be grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Leo.
From the gun, Cummings. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cross. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
It's just me and you. Let's use your quarter.
On 1st and 10, Cummings. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Hines. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nyheim Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Dillon. Got his man. It's Williams. Give him 30 yards there. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. As they are now on the board here in the going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored one.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Ready, set. 54. Mike 54. I got it. Shoot.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's got room.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Break. Check 55. Protein spill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
On second down, it's Hines.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, Cummings, and that will be incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Dillon. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
218, chopper. Hey, exit. 95 to Sam. No, check his mic. Hey.
Off the play fake. Dillon going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, zoom. Be driven.
From the gun, Dillon. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. And that'll bring up second down.
We go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, high 7. Yes. 5.
To throw again, Dillon. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again. Third down here.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Now maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check it back. Kill. Fair. Check. Hey, alert 3.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. They'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3.
The Steelers have over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Come on, set. 8, read.
Now this time he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Back to throw. Dillon looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 7 yards on the pickup there. It'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Catch number 44 of on the year. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. From 21 yards away. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, this is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Hey, lock it.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Dillon. And his throw here's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And his kick is indeed points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Off play action. Cummings. And an alley to run. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 61, matchbox, lights, and alpha. 55. Hey, come on now, come on. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Cummings. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Cummings. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Under T Griffin.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Looking to throw. Dillon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Off play action. Dillon. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Throwing on 3rd and long. Dillon. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On first down, Cummings. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with Hines. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From a yard out, and the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, let's go, let's go! At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Mike 54. Hard, hard.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Okay, ready? Go on, go on.
Crunch down, defense. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Ready?
Back to throw. Dillon under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. It's the Chiefs. They've got the lead there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Ready, break.
Mike's 50.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Get it.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch QB drop.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. 16 cars in my in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Ay, man, can't ball like this, man, Lord. Past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run